right angle triangle. Okay? Right angle triangle forms. So the Pythagoras theorem we will study is equal to a squared equal b squared plus c squared. Finding an unknown side length of any side. Which this one is a, b, and c. Side. Trigonometric ratio also deals with right angle triangle, but finding an unknown side. The same thing as this. The only difference is it includes an angle inside a triangle. Okay? So, there's three ratio. Sine, cosine, and tan. In your calculator, you can see a button on top of your calculator. It has these on it. You find it? Okay. Sides. Before we move on to the ratio, we have to label the right angle triangle in order for you to be able to use all these ratio. If you see, if there's any question given and it has an angle inside, given to you, let's just put theta there as to represent an angle, like this. If it's over here, we need to label this right angle triangle. This part here that we know as A in Pythagoras theorem, we call it hypotenuse. Remember, this is the first time we'll come across trigonometric ratio, trigonometry, cosine, sine, and tangent. So this part where we know as A in Pythagoras theorem, it's called the hypotenuse. And then, if there's an angle given, if this angle is given, the line opposite this angle, we call it the opposite. So this one is H, this one is O, and then the other side, we call it the adjacent side. If the angle is given on this side, let's say we put A here, and then we put B here. If we're dealing with angle A, this will be the opposite. This will be the adjacent. This will always be the hypotenuse opposite the right angle triangle. The right angle. But if I said, okay, let's use angle B. Once we use angle B, this becomes the opposite. This becomes the adjacent. Understand? If this is the angle we use, this becomes the opposite. If this is the angle we use, this becomes the opposite. This will never be the opposite. This will always be the hypotenuse. So only these two can change depending which of the angles that is given. I will explain later as we move on to this ratio. There's a short form for you to remember what ratio. The ratio, when we talk about ratio, it's a, what you call it? It's a fraction. When we say trigonometric ratio, it means it's a fraction using these sides in the triangle, right angle triangle. Let's say, for example, so sine, there's a short form for you to remember. There's a short form for you to remember what ratio that you need to use. So S is for sine, we call it so. It's gonna sound funny to us, Tommy. Ka so ka toa. You never. This is something you ask any mathematician, they will not understand what you mean by so ka toa. So ka toa means if you're using sine of an angle, you're gonna be using opposite over hypotenuse. Understand? And if it's cos that you use, cos of an angle, it's equal to the adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay? And if you're using 10, it will be equal to opposite over adjacent. Understand? Yeah. So, from there, let's use an example. Example, using this trigonometric ratio to find unknown side. So this ratio, you can use it to find an unknown side. Remember, it's going to be just right angle, triangle. So, if you're going to find an unknown side, the thing you should remember when it comes to using trig ratio, because sometimes you mix it up with this. If there is no angle given inside, then you should know when you're finding the unknown side using a Pythagoras theorem, two sides are given, the unknown level another side. But if one angle is given, let's say angle 30, and then I said, okay, this is 3, and then find x. First thing you need to do, identify which one you are going to use. Remember what I told you? If this is the angle, what is this? If this is the angle, what is this? Opposite. So, you find the opposite, which is equal to 3. And then you are finding x. X is the what? Hypotenuse. So, hypotenuse is given, in which is x. We are looking for x. So, it's O and H is given. O and H is given. O and H. So, which one here you should use? And have opposite and hypotenuse. Same, or sine. We pronounce it sine. Okay, we have to use sine. So the ratio is sine of the angle 30 equal, opposite is 3 and hypotenuse is x. See, this is how you write it. If you put that in your exam, you got a mark already before we even calculate. Then from here, then you can use solving for x. X is divided here. If you take it to the other side, multiply. So x, bring it to here. X multiply sine of 30 equal to 3. Look at the sine 30. Don't think, oh, what am I going to do with this? It's just easy. Sine is multiplied with this one. You take it to the other side, divide. So x is equal to 3 divided by sine 30. So in your calculator, you take out your calculator, press 3, then divide. Use the bracket, bracket, then press sine, and press 30. 30, close the bracket. You see? It's equal to 6. So, x is equal to 6. That's how you find the unknown side. It's very simple as long as you know how to identify. First, you need to identify what is the ratio, and then you use whichever sine, cos or tan. It's on top of the button in your calculator. Okay? Let's try another one. Let's try another one. Okay. Remember, whichever the triangle is facing, up, down, left, right, upside down, turn this way, look for the right angle, and this side will be the what? Hypotenuse. Very good. Yeah? 3.5 meter here, 70 degree here. Find x. Okay. Identify what ratio to use. This x is what? X is what? Opposite, because this is the angle. Very good. So x is O. Let's just write O. Okay. 3.5 meter is the what? Hypotenuse. So 3.5 is hypotenuse. Again, we are using sine. So we write our ratio. Sine of our angle, which is 70, equal opposite x, hypotenuse is 3.5. Over here it's easy. We just take the 3.5, which is what divided here. We take it to the other side and multiply. Very good. So 3.5 times sine 70 equal to x. Solve for x. Run it off to 2 decimal place. 2 decimal point. Anyone else have an answer? Just 3.5 times the sine of 70. Yeah? 3.29? Everyone got 3.29? Okay, yeah? So, x is equal to 3.29. Okay? Meter, very good. Meter, always remember the unit. Eh? Always remember the unit. Okay. To this one. Find x. Find x. Remember, identify the ratio. And solve x. Identify the ratio. What ratio do you use? Sine, cos, and tan. Find the ratio first. It's not always sine. It can be cos. It can be tan. Anybody already know what's the ratio to use? Which trigonometric ratio that we're going to use here? Sine. Okay, if this is the angle, where's the opposite? This would be the opposite, eh? So if this is the opposite, x is the what? Adjacent. Eh? So x is A. This is O here because the angle is here. So if this is A, 7 is H. Which trig ratio are we going to use? Cos. Eh? Right? Your ratio, cos of 56 is equal to adjacent over 7. So x is equal, 7 is divided, go there to multiply. Cos of 56, x is equal to this one here, you have to press the number first. Like 56. And then times 7. When you press cos, be careful with your calculator because different calculators have different method of pressing. So you have to be careful. Get used to your calculator so you know 7 times cos. But most calculator is straightforward pressing. 7 times cos 56 equal. Eh? This calculator, this one's a calculator here. It's you have to type the angle first and press the cos. Eh? All you have to do, that's why it's good to bring your calculator to class so you can be able to get used to how you use your calculator. Eh? So the answer here should be around 3.9. 3.9. Eh? Centimeter. Eh? Always remember the unit. Eh? Okay, look into the textbook to page 206. Page 206. Number 2, A and B. Number 2, A and B. Solve for x, solve for y. Eh? We only have a few minutes left for our class. So let's do the 2 questions. We marked it. That will be the end of our class for today. Okay? Remember, look at x. Don't worry about y. Look at x first. Where is it positioned? Where is the opposite? Look at the angle. Okay? Look at the angle. Identify what ratio to use and then use it. Okay? Just do number A only. Just do number A only because there's 2 things you need to look for, x and y. We mark it and then we close our classes. Number A. Number 2A. Number 2A on page 206. Yeah? Only a few minutes left. Once you finish, you can put your hands up. X and Y. Find X. 2.75. Same thing, therefore y is equal to 2.75 times the cos of 58. What's the answer? 1.46. There? 1.46. Okay? Any questions on using trigonometric ratio? Okay. Just copy down number 2 and 3. You do it for homework. Okay? Thank you.